Hey, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha Allah. Koholoyim la Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Chahakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth. And just want to say tawada to all the H.I.M and Akhwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. Zachanan Awaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. It's just going to be a quick one. It was like a dream that I had last night. And I mean, I had dreams every night, sometimes 3, 4, 5 of them. And I can actually remember them, mostly all of them. They be so vivid. But this particular one last night, or the pieces of the one that I'm, about to go into was, I can remember, the brothers of GMS, Mississippi. I can remember the brothers being like the head in this warehouse. And we were like in this warehouse, where we had wine in abundance. And, it was kind of like brothers, kind of running up, getting rationing. But it was like a warehouse where brothers were situated. We had like little area. I mean, we had like pallets, so to speak, because we were away from home. We wasn't, we just had what we needed. But it was a huge warehouse. And I can just remember, the brothers had like the little areas, with like, little mattress or made up pallets, back in the days, how kids, you make up a little something for them to lay on the floor or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we had, man. And when I say, matter of fact, it was so much wine. The brother, I can't think of the brother's name from the Mississippi camp. What's the brother's name? But he was sitting on, they were actually sitting on top of the wine. It was boxes of it. It was like, they were really literally sitting up on top of boxes of wine, like at least a story high type of deal. You know what I'm saying? And they was just, kind of just kicking their feet. And, the brothers was walking up, getting what they wanted, and I can just remember going back to my little bed area. And then, the Apostle Tahar, it was like we was trailing. It was a part of the dream where we was driving and we was trailing. And I was trailing in behind on Apostle Tahar. And something ended up happening to my truck. And he jumped out and he had like one of these big red wrenches, like how they used to use. I don't know if they still use those, but like the fire department, same wrench. They would come out and they would hit the water faucet, in the summertime for the children when it's hot. He had like one of those big wrenches and he fixed my radiator. He just twisted a big ass bolt or nut a couple of times and we was on the move. It was just one of those dreams, and I remembered it. And, it was just so vivid. I could see it, man. So, I kind of looked at it as, hey, maybe that's, we might be in a warehouse or whatever. We may be in a place of, in a basement or somewhere where, you know what I'm saying, it's concealed. Salakia. Where it's concealed. Where it's concealed, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, some of us are going to be martyred. Some of us are going to be on the run. Some of us are going to be, we're going to have our lots wherever it's going to be at. Some of us are going to be beheaded, and it is what it is. Some of us may be living out of a backpack. The Apostle Tahar, he say that all the time. Hey, I remember, a few years back, and, I think I've heard him say it recently, but maybe not. But I can remember when I first came in his truth, he used to talk about, having some good waterproof boots. Some good waterproof boots, you know what I'm saying? And he explained as to why. Like, hey, you don't know really what type of terrain you're gonna be on, you know what I'm saying? But if anything, if you're anywhere and it starts to rain, or if it's some different type of weather, then hey, that would be ideal to have some decent boots, man. Because you never know if you're gonna be running through some woods. You don't know if you're gonna have to go across a creek. You don't know what you're gonna have to do, man, in these last days, But overall, we know that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is gonna prepare us. We're gonna have exactly what we need for whatever we're gonna go through. I do believe that. I know that to be fact because it's His will. So let me just get this real quick. This is Joel 2:28, and it shall come to pass afterwards, that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. And this happens to me like every night. I can, wake up, go and get a drink of water, lay right back down, and go right back into a dream. Like straight up. Them dreams, man. Hey, I actually, a part of that dream, I don't even know if it was another part, but it was like I was somewhere and I was just trying to find my way back to a road. And I kept coming to this river. But I needed to be on the other side of that river. And I kept coming to this river point of dead end streets. So ended up, I mean, it was just a bugged out dream, you know what I'm saying? Where I was kind of, you know, creeping. I was with a young lady, and you know, we were kind of creeping through like some so-called white people's house, you know, just moving through doors, coming to a door, and she was in front of me trying to get the door open for us to get out of the house. And, you know, she's doing all kinds of shit to the door, you know, trying to, you know, figure out how to open the door. And then I'm like, no, you don't, you know, it wasn't a pull, it was a push, you know, as far as the door. And I kind of just, you know, pushed her up, you know, moved her out of the way, and I just pushed the door. I'm like, oh, you know, you're not, you about to get us caught up in here. But anyway, that was another part of the dream. But I just wanted to tell the part, you know, basically where we was in this warehouse. We had everything in abundance, basically. And, you know, like I said, we just was all just had pallets or whatever, you know, little layout areas, you know, just personal area space and stuff for the brothers or whatever. And I thought that to be, you know, something spiritual, you know what I'm saying? So I figured I tell the dream, you know, it was earlier this morning. So kind of just came back to my mind, and, you know, because a lot of the times I had dreams and I don't do videos about them, which I probably should do more, because I had dreams or visions every night. It's hard for me to actually, I can't even, you know, since I've come into this truth, it's rare. I rarely ever get a good, you know, good night's sleep. I will put it that way. I don't sleep well no more. I'll put it that way, you know. Could be from, you know, damn paralysis. I know it'd be demons and all kinds of other stuff, but I haven't really slept well in years, man, since I come into this truth. Only time I really kind of get a good night's sleep, I'll pray to the Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know, for relief, so to speak. And, you know, I just have a good, strong drink. And that's pretty much the only time I really can just, you know, like just really just go into a, you know, full sleep mode, so to speak, and really get hours of sleep. Because I don't get it like that. And I don't be burnt or nothing, you know, I don't be super tired or anything. It's just, you know, sometimes it's just like, you know, you know, you just want to just really rest, man. But hey, we're in this truth. We're going to get rest in the end, man. The rewards is going to be beautiful. I pray that I'm a part of that. And I just wanted to just share that quick little dream. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashola.